Drill Bit Trooper.
Hey guys, it's Drill Bit Trooper here, and welcome again to another Simon Pegg month. When I review every single Simon Pegg movies. Okay, so this movie today is The World's End. So Simon Pegg is great for movies like this, like Hot Fuzz and Shaun of the Dead, and and like and usually like some movies I must have to review. So exactly, I have to just make it realize this movie's really great. So this movie, The World's Ends, it was great. I watched it like millions of times, like 2 times before, like 3 times. I don't know. So Simon Pegg is really the great actor, so I had to review his one of his great movies from start to finish. Okay, so Simon Pegg, he is the great actor, is he? So he is. So this movie, it's really good though. The plot was kind of convincing though. When I had to go to some bar some bar and drink all day, that's what you do. And I really have to say that I'm really impressed by this movie. Like, come on. You gotta say, this movie is like really impact for most ideas ever. Like, come on. You have to like agree with this, okay? Like this movie is bit of a bit of a hassle for me though to understand it. But I don't say I hate this movie, but I love it so much. I love it so much I had to watch it over and over again. Just realize how much time I wasted for just you know for just a minute there. So exactly this so the movie, it's really good. The plot was kind of confusing, but it made more sense to know every plot about it. Like there's one guy who was alcoholic. He went to the alcoholic convention, the Mian or something. I don't know what they call it nowadays. And like, who plays Simon Pegg, and mm, went to the old the gang back. So exactly, it was kind of a big deal. So it has different stuff. It has all the gang back together, but I really don't know how did it happen. So they probably was late wait for years after, like they probably turned back in time. I guess I don't know. Like I got that. So if you're drinking like I don't get this. If you're drinking beer, you actually drinking the whole thing. But if you don't drink beer, you get like the whole thing together. But if you turn into a robot or something to the Middle Ages, you will probably be a blue robot, kind of like a blue inside robot, like from those reasons. So I get that, really do. But I really don't understand how this movie is really it's really okay for most of it. So I could get more than I could get more than I possibly can do. But I don't understand it. Like if people want to become robots, they'll actually become the really understandable ideas to make it realize that's really okay. But I can understand this movie's really okay, so why not? So I basically have nothing to do about this movie, but I really do. But it's really okay that I am the most reviewer who made the review happen. So for make of it though, um, it's a it's really just a big idea to me though. That so yeah, right. But it could be just a movie to make happen. But come on, if you drink a beer for once, you actually get the whole thing happening. But it's like the whole plot is Simon Pegg, I don't know the character's name, has to drink all the beers for every bar it has to drink it and to just get wasted all the time while the gang kept on being the whole robot zombies. I get that the whole thing up. So so apparently, it's about when the future takes over. That's what it really means. Like if you drink a beer, the world take over everything. Like they don't think about memories, the old past and memories. It's really just the same movie as it's a really the same movie as robots. Like in robots, they have all robots instead of humans. Okay, I could take that, but in this movie, it's a different way around. Like when robots take over the world, some people had to do it, had to do every bar had taken to it. But even the twist though, the twist was kind of confusing though. Like they're all back. The twist was like kind of confusing, but I'm not gonna spoil it to you. So I'm barely gonna leave it off until you watch a movie to figure out to do it. So besides, I recommend you to watch this movie and think about what kind of stuff happens to it. Like I watched it and I think about halfway through. Besides though, I watched it already. Like I say again, I watched it already, like many times. Like come on, you gotta believe me. I watched this movie, like I download the movie until I just don't ever give up to download the movie again. But I really don't know how much time this movie got when it has like nothing else to do. But really though, I never actually have a chance to watch it the whole thing because you know why? Stuff happens. I don't get it. Just another way around. So whatever. So yeah. So I could be more I could be more excited when this movie is really that confusing. But actually, I like those movies. That kind of movies when like someone drinks beer and the robot comes out to take over the world, and like wow, and the robot talks like real robots, like I want to destroy your world, like that kind of. But with that blue stuff in them, like really weird. Like come on, it can be like really weird, right? But exactly, the whole plot twist, the whole plot twist is that they're like that the guys who beat up the robots are evil, and robots are good people. That's really confusing, right? I know it's really confusing that robots are are good people, but it really has to be like the most, you know, the most idea ever. So I don't get that, really. To make it realize that, so I could be more reasonable about this movie. But it's rated R, so I could say it's more reasonable about this movie is. So I could be more than a reasonable guy to know this movie. But actually, the plot twist is kind of even confusing Matt more about this. Like when they go to the bar, they actually go to the bar from the from the years ago, and they went to the same place years ago. Did not even go to the same place as ever years ago, but actually did a whole confusing plot twist at the end. That is really good though. Like I knows everything now. Like just like in I don't know in Song of the Dead and in this movie too, has to be like the most two movie ever. So I could be more than that too. So I could be just you know I could be just wondering if this movie had to make part two because I want to see part two. Like if they like what if robots come back or what if they want what if what if robots come back and they want to take over the world And what if like the people want to get don't want to like actually get the part. But yeah, look with the hang with the cliffhanger for most of it. Like when they went to the bar, it's a spoiler, I guess. So went to the bar, they actually go get a water, and like they actually they actually became they actually became robots, and it's really confusing though. Like come on, they become robots as the other people are really that not that kind of robots anymore. So it's really that Twilight. Give me that Twilight Zone vibe, like when robots taking over, and actually good people, and the good people who actually evil people. I think that's leave you off with a Twilight Zone vibe to it though, like whatever. So exactly, this movie's kind of good though, to start off with, but yeah, so whatever. So I could say a bit more about this movie, but I could say it's really good. So, oh yeah, but the characters. I gotta read the character's name though. I could say more the character's name to it, but at the middle of the movie though, it has like a guy who thinks that we are good people, and some guy don't bought it, and like actually have a chance to be up the robots in time until the world ends. That's Venus though. um, like come on, Simon Pegg's a good actor though. I gotta say, I reviewed one of his movies today, like Shaun of the Dead, and now this movie. So I could make more of this a lot more easier. So every day I will make good movies like this. So exactly, it will be more than another time that I could be more reasonable about this movie. But really though, I really don't know how much time I got left from this movie. I guess like I really don't know. So what else I could say that also like that that I can really just say that this movie is really good. So I could say this like the plot is when someone drinking beer, the robots are from the modern world are taking over, and I could say more about this movie. Like no, I could say more about this movie. I want to see more action from this movie. Like will they make a part two? I don't know. Like what if they come back, or what if they come back as robots, and there are other people who are good, and they want to be up to robots, but actually the robots are powerful. So, like that kind of stuff. But the part one of it, it leaves you off with a cliffhanger. Like I hate that. I hate everything. I hate when they leave off with a cliffhanger. Do you hate that at all? Like, does it really annoy you? Like they leave off with a cliffhanger with nothing else to say? That's pretty funny though. They leaving you off with a cliffhanger with nothing else to prove. Like I find that funny though. Do you? Okay. So exactly. Exactly though. If I want to see more reviews about him, you could probably say as I do. So exactly. So this movie is really action packed. So I like it. It's really that funny and really that amazing and really that action packed feel to it. So exactly, this movie, well, as if is it's a part of Happy Simon Pegg Day. Well, I could put it as Simon Pegg month, like five. I mean, not five, 10 out of 10, because this movie is really good. 10 out of 10. I gotta say, this movie's giving me 10 out of 10. I gotta say, I couldn't say more about this. This movie really does deserves 10 out of 10 because the plot, the characters, the robots kept on attacking them, but those weird shaped, I don't know, Tron rejects robots kept on doing that like ding ding out of their face or something. That's really cool. So 10 out of 10. So it's really good. So 10 out of 10. So 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 before before I leave, before I go, I would say that I'm reviewing each day of a week of Silent Pig movies. All right. So exactly. So um. So thanks for watching. Please like, comment, share, subscribe, and remember, reviews are my thing. And also, happy Simon Pegg Day.
Reviews are my thing.